Sam Michael here at the 42nd Annual PNW Golf Outing. Rick Costello, the Director of Athletics. Rick, big event today. I was talking to Coach Friend, and one of the most successful ever.
It was. 182 golfers, our all-time record. So Northwest Indiana and the greater Chicagoland really supporting the Pride of PNW Athletics. All proceeds today for athletic scholarships. So really, really exciting. Plus, the first time in the 42 years of the event, we had a hole-in-one, and a Chevy Silverado was the winning prize from Garber Chevrolet right here in Munster.
We just talked about the event, but how about the guy who does so much organizing of it? You have so much on your plate. Coach Friend has been the athletic director. Now he's the Director of Athletics Emeritus, and he does so much work on this event. What's he meant to you and to this university?
He's a living legend. We are so grateful to be able to spend time with him, to learn from him. His insight is amazing. He knows everybody in Northwest Indiana, can make any connections. Our chief fundraiser, and this event shows what he has done for the university and for the athletics program with 182 golfers, all kinds of sponsors. So we are immensely thankful for John Friend.
Rick, thanks for the time.
All right, thanks, Sam. How'd you hit him today?
Mediocre.
All right, that's why you're in broadcasting.
That's right, that's right. Here at the 42nd Annual PNW Golf Outing, Coach John Friend. Coach, you've been a part of every one of these, and you were telling the story just a minute ago during the presentation. Just give kind of a quick recap again of how this event came to be, and a pretty popular event this year. You had a ton of people out and pretty successful.
This is our biggest one. It actually started with a gentleman named Don Powers, who, as you know, has his name on a building at Purdue. He's one of the responsible people for the community hospital, just a great community leader. And he was president of the Purdue Board of Trustees, and he said, come out to the office, I want to talk to you. And I didn't know what it would be. He said, we're going to have a golf outing. I said, what's a golf outing? Because I didn't know. So a guy named Joe Williamson was working for him at the time. Joe is now a developer of his own, and he took me aside and showed me how we were going to organize it, and that was 1981, and this makes 42 years this year.
A ton of people out here today and all supporting PNW Athletics, and as you watch this university continue to grow, the Chancellor was talking about, as we've watched some of these schools across the country lose enrollment, why is it so important to do events like this to maintain not just an athletics program, but maintain interest in the university as a whole?
Yeah, I think it's very important. The Chancellor did a good job of laying that out. Actually, the universities, with the exception of Bloomington and West Lafayette, of course, they turn away students. But all the other universities in this state are losing, and he indicated today that we've stabilized now, where the last two freshman classes are about the same. And he thinks next year we're going to go back up. So his leadership has meant a lot to it, but it's important for the university as a whole, not just the athletic department, but the university.
Coach, appreciate your time for a couple minutes. You're the best.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Good to have you.
You know, so many people make this event possible, a lot of great sponsors. Jeff Strack with Strack & Van Tilt, no different than that. And why is it so important, Jeff, you think, to all the businesses, all the people we see playing, yourself here, at least coming out for the end of the event, right? Why is this so important?
I think, we're so fortunate to have Purdue Northwest in our backyard, and to give a lot of these student athletes an opportunity to come to school. Most of them are first-generation college students, and plus Purdue Northwest, they do a great job of putting academics first. And I mean, the amount of the GPAs and the success that these student athletes are having are great. And we just are fortunate enough, whether it's Strack & Van Til or my wife Sean and I, to continue to give back and help carry that on so more students can have success.
I know we had the whole event. I don't know if they did it this year or not, where you got to coach a game, but you guys won that last year. I don't know if that ever happened or not, but what did you end up telling Boomer and Courtney?
That was the day we had a snowstorm, so it's delayed to this coming year. Okay. So I already saw Coach Boomer over there, and I got my plans already written out, so I can't wait to go there and give him a few ideas during the game. So it's a lot of fun.
Jeff, appreciate it.
My pleasure.
Coach Courtney Locke, women's basketball coach here at PNW. Coach, you got an exciting team coming up this past year. We'll talk about that in a second, but what do we have today, this event, Coach Friend, everything that goes into it? You're a big part of it, just like all of the coaches here at PNW.
It's amazing. Boomer was actually standing next to me, and he said, how many lives do you think Coach Friend has impacted? And this event's been going on for over 40 years, and to see his impact on the region, the people, and I think we're just lucky to get to work with them and to be a part of his life.
You saw a lot of interesting people out here today, and we'd like to see some of those out at some of your games, right? Why should they come out?
Absolutely. We had a gala recently celebrating the 75-5, and just to see the impact that PNW's had on the region and the people here. And I don't think I ever really thought about that as how much the university has truly impacted this area. And so I think it's just an opportunity to support these young student athletes that are going to go one day and impact the world.
Coach, thanks for the time.
Absolutely.
Coach, 42 years of this golf event. Last 2 of them you had to spend playing with me, which is okay. Yeah, oh, there you go. I like that
More
perspective.
The other 2 guys, you were just there.
I like to consider myself the organizer. Talk about this event, Coach Friend, everything that goes into this. There's so much planning and really successful this year.
Yeah, this is my 5th year being a part of it and just seeing the growth of it. Coach Friend obviously has done a big-time job well before I even knew what Purdue Northwest was, but just to see the other people around it, Rhonda, Sarah, Rick, Tom, Locke, Nat, all these people that pour in these hours, and then the people that come. I just think Purdue Northwest is raising its status in the region, and people want to be a part of it, so it's a pretty cool event.
Well, people are excited to come out to this event. They should be excited for your season, which I always feel like this event's kind of right in the middle of about halfway to basketball season. I love summer and baseball and all that, but basketball is exciting. People should come out to this event, but then come out and support you guys too, right?
Yeah, I always say the coaching is average, but especially this year with our recruiting class, we're really excited about the type of guys we've got and the type of products that we think we're going to put on the floor. So it should be fun, and it gets a little cooler in the winter. So when it gets down in the single digits, there's nothing better to do. Come out to a game, and I think people that come to a game or camp or our youth clinics, they always leave going, "Wow, this is a lot better. I wish I would have known about this before." So hopefully we keep the momentum going.
Well, we'll do this again hopefully next year, and a year from now we'll have a lot to talk about and be excited about a great season. How about that?
Sounds good. Make sure we get the guy who just passed across on season tickets. He'll be at the games too, so you can come see him, get some hors d'oeuvres at the game. Maybe we'll bring him.
There you go. The lack of respect. Thanks, Coach.
Yeah, you got it, Sam.